Hey, I just wanted to, I'm waiting for Aiden, talk about, I think it's called Blues Baby Blues, maybe? It's that one with Hugh Grant and Kate Hudson in it. We just watched it, me and my husband. Oh my God, it was pretty sad. And, yeah. It's supposed to be based on a true love story, based on true, two people that tried to, they were singing together and had fallen in love, and oh my goodness, talk about a powerful movie. I knew it would be good. It was good. I don't know if my husband thought there was a lot of singing in it because he doesn't like singing too much, but Hugh Jackman did a great job singing, and so did Kate Hudson. And I know she can sing because I've heard her do like a song. I don't know if she made the song, but they had a YouTube video with her singing, And yeah, they were really good. And even though they made him, he has aged, right? I mean, he looked pretty good in some shots. Like I said, it's funny because I forget what because in the movie, he's like, oh, I'm not, the sexiest man alive or something like that. I don't remember what he said because my husband said, yeah, he was the sexiest man alive. One of the sexiest men alive. Because he did get one of those, whatever, titles, And, ironically enough. But Neil Diamond, man, it's definitely fun hearing old songs. Like, they also played, this other guy, I want to say Hugh Berry or something, but I don't remember. Like, I knew the song he was singing, and I was like, yeah, that's a good song too, So sometimes hearing old songs is kind of like, oh, it definitely does the nostalgia thing, right? It definitely brings back memories, And I was like, oh, I gotta put on one of my music videos a Neil Diamond song. I was like, even a Christmas poem would be kind of cool. It was pretty amazing, Like I said, if you haven't seen this movie, it's definitely worth seeing. And, but it's pretty crazy, at the same time. Oh my God. And it was sad. I'm not gonna cry. I cry. I'm not gonna say you won't cry, because you might, I mean, yeah. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about it, because, I don't know. That's all I gotta say, but I was, I figured I might want to talk about it while it's still fresh in my mind, kinda. And, yeah, it was definitely good. I rented it for like $10, okay? So it is a high rental still. I could have bought it for $20, and I thought, well, the odds of us watching it again are probably slim. But it'll probably be free in a little bit anyway. But yeah, I was kind of like, oh man, I should have bought it. Because there's some movies that just move you. You know what I mean? They just move you. And I definitely think this is one of them. I mean, there's a movie that had Hugh Grant in it that I've been thinking about too. Like, where he had a wife who, was rich. And she wanted to sing, but she couldn't sing. And that movie was pretty good too. Like, I can't remember the name of the movie, but I mean, he stood by her even though she couldn't sing, and he used to try to do these concerts where he had only old people coming so that they couldn't really hear her sing. It was that bad. But then unfortunately they ended up with a crowd that could hear her sing, and they were like, oh my God, because she was not a good singer. And yeah, that movie was good too. It was just, like Love Like That. When you see love movies with like love stories that are just pretty damn amazing, because that was a true story too, I mean, God. And yeah, I mean, Hugh Grant's Kirsten could have married her for money, because she I mean, who knows in a real life story situation if that was one of the reasons he got with her, because I mean, he pretty much devoted his life to her, and but he had a mistress, and I think it was because he could have one. Like, she might have said, just don't let me know, you know what I mean? Because she couldn't have sex with him because she was married before, and her being a virgin, the guy she married gave her gonorrhea. So she, and I guess back then it wouldn't have been curable, which I guess is not curable now, as far as I know. I don't know. I mean, some of those STDs are curable, but some of them are not. And I'm pretty sure gonorrhea is one of those that's not still. But, yeah. And, so she could never have sex with him or anything, you know? They could never have a baby and stuff. So, you know what I mean? That part they kind of didn't want to focus too much on in the movie. You know, they focused on the relationship. And then how he did end up, you know, not having that lover anymore because some things happened in the movie. And you could tell he really did love his wife. It was just, you know, pretty amazing. But, you know, I don't know. You're gonna have to watch that movie to see too, if you can find it, because it was really good. But there's, like I said, there's just some movies that just are so powerful, you know? And I know a lot of people say The Notebook was, you know? And I'm sure it was, but I remember not like, you know, maybe because it was just too painful to watch that one, you know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, God, some love stories can be painful to watch, too. But, you know, maybe because they give you a false sense of what love is supposed to be like. I mean, I don't know. I just have to watch The Notebook again to see, you know, what I thought about it. But, because it's been a long time since I watched it. I only watched it once. And, God. But, anyway. But I know everyone always mentions The Notebook, right? Like, oh, that's a love movie, blah, 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 blah. Oh, my goodness. But, of course, everyone always thinks different things about movies. Like, you know. Anyway, I'm making this video longer than it's supposed to be. I'm going to cut here for a second. Then I might make another one about some books.